Curious minds! Get ready to dive into some truly fascinating facts that might just surprise you. From the secrets of ancient civilizations to the incredible abilities of nature's most unique creatures, there's a little bit of everything here. Whether you're into mind-blowing science, hidden gems from around the globe, or just love learning about the wonders of the world, you're in the right place. So, sit back, relax, and let me share some amazing fun facts with you. Ant farmers, the unique relationship between leafcutter ants and fungi. Leafcutter ants are not just foraging insects, they are master farmers. These industrious ants have developed a symbiotic relationship with fungi, creating underground farms where they cultivate these fungi as a primary food source. The process starts when the ants cut leaves and carry them back to their colony. But instead of eating the leaves, they use them as a substrate to grow a special kind of fungus. The fungi break down the plant material, making it easier for the ants to consume. In return, the fungus thrives in the carefully tended conditions provided by the ants. This relationship is so finely tuned that the fungi have evolved to rely solely on the ants for their survival, and vice versa. It's a perfect example of nature's interdependence, where both species benefit from each other's presence, creating a delicate balance in their ecosystem. Who knew that ants could be such skilled agriculturalists? Llamas, the spitting specialists and reliable pack animals. Llamas have been used as pack animals for centuries, especially in the rugged terrains of South America. Known for their strength and endurance, they can carry up to 30% of their body weight over long distances, making them ideal companions for traversing the Andes. But there's another side to llamas. They're infamous for their ability to spit. When a llama feels threatened or irritated, it can spit as a defense mechanism. This isn't just a casual gesture, it's a targeted action aimed at deterring whatever is bothering them, whether it's a rival llama or an unwelcome human. The spit itself is made up of stomach contents and saliva, making it quite unpleasant for the recipient. While their spitting habit might seem rude to us, it's a part of their natural behavior and social dynamics. Despite this quirky trait, llamas are valued for their gentle nature and have even been used in therapy settings due to their calming presence. Bulgaria's lavender, the world's leading producer of purple gold. Bulgaria might not be the first place you think of when it comes to lavender, but this Eastern European country has quietly become the world's largest exporter of this fragrant plant. The country's ideal climate and rich soil make it the perfect place for growing lavender, which is primarily used in the production of essential oils. Bulgarian lavender oil is highly prized for its quality and is a key ingredient in perfumes, skincare products, and aromatherapy. Each summer, the lavender fields of Bulgaria burst into a sea of purple, creating a stunning landscape and attracting tourists from around the globe. The harvest season is a carefully timed process, ensuring that the flowers are picked at their peak to retain the highest concentration of essential oils. This industry not only drives the local economy but also keeps traditional farming practices alive. In a world where synthetic scents are common, Bulgaria's lavender remains a natural treasure. Giraffes' long tongues, nature's perfect tool for tall eaters. Giraffes are known for their towering height, but their long, prehensile tongues are equally impressive. Measuring up to 50 centimeters, about 20 inches, these dark-colored tongues are perfectly adapted for reaching leaves high up in trees, especially from their favorite acacia trees. The tongue's dark bluish-purple color isn't just for show, it protects against sunburn during long hours spent reaching for leaves under the African sun. But it's not just the length that's impressive. The giraffe's tongue is incredibly strong and flexible, able to grasp and strip leaves while avoiding the thorny branches. This adaptability allows giraffes to thrive in environments where food can be scarce, giving them access to parts of the tree that other animals can't reach. Their tongues, combined with their long necks, make them uniquely suited for their habitat. It's an extraordinary example of how nature provides specialized tools for survival, even in the most unlikely of places. Sharks' sixth sense, detecting electricity in the ocean. Sharks have an incredible ability that sets them apart from most marine life, the power to detect electrical fields in their surroundings. This ability, known as electroreception, is facilitated by specialized organs called ampullae of Lorenzini, located around their snouts. These tiny, jelly-filled pores allow sharks to sense even the faintest electrical signals, which can come from the muscle movements of other animals, like fish hiding under the sand. This sixth sense gives sharks a significant advantage when hunting, allowing them to locate prey that is otherwise camouflaged or hidden from sight. It's particularly effective in murky waters or during nighttime hunts, making sharks some of the ocean's most efficient predators. While this might sound like a superpower, it's just one of the many adaptations that have made sharks such successful creatures over millions of years. Next time you see a shark gliding through the water, remember that it's not just looking, it's feeling the world around it in ways we can only imagine. Peru's potato paradise, the birthplace of over 3,000 varieties. Peru is a country with a rich cultural heritage, but it's also home to an astonishing diversity of potatoes. With over 3,000 varieties grown in its diverse landscapes, Peru is the birthplace of this versatile tuber. The country's ancient civilizations, including the Incas, cultivated potatoes thousands of years ago, and many of these traditional varieties are still grown today. From tiny, finger-sized tubers to large, colorful potatoes that range from purple to red to golden, each variety has its own unique flavor, texture, and culinary use. The Peruvian Andes, with their high altitudes and varying climates, create the perfect conditions for potato diversity. Potatoes are more than just a staple food here, they are a cultural icon, celebrated in festivals and local cuisine. Even modern-day agriculture has benefited from Peru's potato legacy, as scientists around the world study these native varieties to develop more resilient and nutritious crops. For Peruvians, potatoes aren't just food, they are a connection to their history and the land. Hey, enjoying these fun facts so far? If you love learning cool new things, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community here on Let Me Share a Fun Fact. You won't want to miss out on the next surprising stories we've got coming up. Origami, more than just paper folding. Origami, the ancient art of paper folding, has evolved far beyond intricate cranes and flowers. Today, its principles are being applied in high-tech fields like engineering and space exploration. Scientists and engineers have drawn inspiration from the foldable structures of origami to develop innovative solutions, especially in designing compact structures that can expand when needed. One prominent application is in the creation of foldable solar panels for spacecraft. These panels are designed to fold tightly during launch, conserving space, and then unfold once in orbit to maximize surface area for energy collection. The precision of origami's folds offers a blueprint for developing lightweight, yet sturdy structures that can endure the challenges of space travel. It's a perfect example of how traditional arts can inspire cutting-edge technology. From space exploration to medical devices, origami's influence reaches far beyond art, turning simple folds into solutions for some of the most complex challenges. Polar bears, the marine mammals of the Arctic. Polar bears may seem like land animals, but they are classified as marine mammals. This distinction comes from their dependence on the ocean and sea ice for survival. Polar bears spend the majority of their lives on the frozen surfaces of the Arctic Ocean, using the ice as a platform to hunt for seals, their primary prey. They are strong swimmers, capable of covering long distances between ice floes, sometimes up to 100 kilometers in a single stretch. Their thick fur and a layer of blubber help them withstand the extreme cold, both on land and in the icy waters. As sea ice continues to shrink due to climate change, polar bears are forced to travel greater distances in search of food, making their marine lifestyle even more critical to their survival. This unique adaptation highlights the deep connection between these majestic predators and their icy ocean habitat, painting a picture of resilience in one of the world's harshest environments. Pangolins, nature's armored mammals. Pangolins are unlike any other mammals on Earth, thanks to their unique armor of scales. These scales are made of keratin, the same material as human fingernails, and provide an impressive defense mechanism. When threatened, a pangolin can curl into a tight ball, with its scales acting as a shield against predators. This strategy makes it nearly impossible for larger animals, like lions or hyenas, to reach the soft, vulnerable underside of the pangolin. Despite their impressive defense, pangolins face significant threats from humans. They are one of the most trafficked animals in the world, hunted for their scales and meat, which are wrongly believed to have medicinal properties. Conservationists are working hard to protect these fascinating creatures, but their elusive nature and the high demand for their scales make this a challenging task. Beyond their scales, pangolins play a crucial role in their ecosystems by controlling insect populations, particularly ants and termites, making their conservation all the more important. Turtles, masters of survival without food. Turtles are known for their longevity, but their survival skills go beyond just living long lives. Remarkably, some species of turtles can survive without food for up to a year under the right conditions. This ability is tied to their slow metabolism, which allows them to conserve energy during periods of scarcity. In colder temperatures, turtles enter a state similar to hibernation called brumation, where their metabolism slows down even further, allowing them to survive without eating. During this time, they can absorb small amounts of oxygen through their skin, particularly in the water, which sustains their bodily functions. This adaptation is especially useful in environments where food availability fluctuates with the seasons. While this resilience is impressive, it doesn't mean that turtles thrive without regular access to food. They still need a balanced diet to maintain health over the long term. Their ability to endure challenging conditions makes turtles true survivors of the animal kingdom. Sri Lanka, the land of gems and sapphires. Sri Lanka has a rich history of gem mining, making it one of the world's most renowned sources of precious stones. Among these, the island is especially famous for its high-quality sapphires, earning it the nickname Island of Gems. The mines of Ratnapura, often called the City of Gems, have produced some of the finest sapphires in the world, ranging in color from deep blues to vibrant pinks. These gemstones have adorned royal crowns, including the British Crown Jewels, and continue to attract gem enthusiasts and jewelers from around the globe. Beyond their beauty, Sri Lankan sapphires are also prized for their size and clarity, making them a favorite in luxury jewelry. The country's gem industry plays a significant role in the local economy, providing livelihoods for many families and preserving traditional mining techniques. For those who appreciate the natural wonders of the earth, Sri Lanka's sapphires are a glittering testament to the island's geological richness. Dolphins, big brains and bigger intelligence. Dolphins are known for their playful nature, but their intelligence goes much deeper. These marine mammals have brains that are larger in relation to their body size than those of humans, a trait often associated with advanced cognitive abilities. Dolphins have complex social structures and communicate using a variety of clicks, whistles, and body language. They've been observed using tools, like using marine sponges to protect their noses while foraging on the ocean floor, a behavior that is learned and passed down through generations. Dolphins are also capable of self-recognition in mirrors, an ability that is considered a sign of self-awareness. Their playful behavior, from riding waves to playing games with each other, hints at a level of curiosity and problem-solving that is rare in the animal kingdom. Researchers continue to study dolphins to better understand their intelligence, as each discovery reveals just how sophisticated these creatures are. It's clear that there's more to dolphins than meets the eye, making them one of the ocean's most intriguing inhabitants. The Great Library of Alexandria, a lost world of knowledge. The Library of Alexandria, located in ancient Egypt, was one of the most impressive centers of learning in the ancient world. Established around the 3rd century BCE, it aimed to gather all the knowledge of the world under one roof. According to legend, the library held over 700,000 scrolls, making it a repository of vast cultural and scientific information. Scholars from all over the Mediterranean were drawn to Alexandria, seeking to study and share ideas in fields such as astronomy, mathematics, philosophy, and literature. It wasn't just a library, it was a hub for intellectual exchange and discovery. Despite its grandeur, the fate of the library is shrouded in mystery. Many believe it was destroyed in a series of fires, leading to the loss of countless texts and a wealth of knowledge that could have shaped history differently. The legacy of the Library of Alexandria endures as a symbol of the quest for knowledge and the fragility of human achievements. Nauru, the world's smallest island nation. Nauru, a tiny island country in the Pacific Ocean, holds the title of the world's smallest island nation. With an area of just 21 square kilometers, it's possible to drive around the entire island in less than an hour. Nauru's story is unique. Once known for its rich phosphate deposits, the island experienced a period of great wealth during the 20th century. Phosphate, a key ingredient in fertilizers, was mined extensively, providing a booming economy for the small population. However, the over-extraction of phosphate has left much of the island barren, and the economic boom was short-lived. Today, Nauru faces challenges related to environmental degradation and economic sustainability. The island's isolation and limited natural resources make it heavily dependent on imports, and climate change poses an additional threat to its low-lying lands. Despite these challenges, Nauru's story serves as a reminder of the complexities of economic development and environmental stewardship in small island nations. Liechtenstein, wealth beyond borders. Liechtenstein, a tiny principality nestled between Switzerland and Austria, boasts the highest GDP per capita in the world. With a population of just over 39,000 people, it might be small in size, but its economy packs a punch. Much of Liechtenstein's wealth comes from its robust financial services sector, which includes banking, insurance, and investment funds. The country's favorable tax regulations have attracted businesses and individuals from around the globe, transforming Liechtenstein into a major financial center. Despite its economic focus, Liechtenstein also values its traditional industries like precision manufacturing and winemaking. It's a place where modernity meets old-world charm, with stunning alpine landscapes as a backdrop. The country's residents enjoy a high standard of living, with strong social services and a close-knit community. Liechtenstein's economic success story is a testament to how even the smallest of countries can find their niche in the global economy and thrive. How film photography works, capturing light and memories. Film photography might seem like a relic of the past in today's digital world, but its process is fascinating. At its core, film is coated with a light-sensitive emulsion made up of tiny silver halide crystals. When a photograph is taken, light passes through the camera's lens and hits the film, causing a chemical reaction in these crystals. This reaction creates a latent image, a sort of invisible blueprint of the scene that has been captured. To bring this image to life, the film must go through a development process involving various chemical baths that reveal and fix the image. During development, the exposed crystals turn into metallic silver, forming the visible image that appears on the film. This intricate process gives film photographs their distinct texture and depth, something that digital photography often strives to replicate. For many photographers, the hands-on nature of film and the anticipation of seeing the developed images remain a magical part of capturing moments. Kuwait, a giant in oil reserves. Kuwait might be small in size, but it plays a big role in the global energy market. This Middle Eastern country holds about 8% of the world's proven oil reserves, making it one of the top oil-rich nations. The discovery of oil in Kuwait in the 1930s transformed the country from a small pearl diving community into one of the wealthiest nations in the world. The oil industry has since become the backbone of Kuwait's economy, accounting for the majority of its GDP and government revenue. Kuwait's vast reserves have allowed it to wield significant influence within OPEC, the organization of the petroleum exporting countries. However, the reliance on oil has also posed challenges, particularly as the world shifts towards renewable energy sources. Kuwait faces the task of diversifying its economy to ensure long-term sustainability. Nevertheless, its oil wealth has shaped the country's modern identity, turning it into a crucial player in the global energy landscape. How fingerprint sensors work, a touch of technology. Fingerprint sensors have become a common feature in our everyday lives, from unlocking smartphones to securing doors. But how do these tiny devices capture such intricate details? There are several types of fingerprint sensors, including capacitive, optical, and ultrasonic. Capacitive sensors use tiny electrical currents to detect the ridges and valleys of a fingerprint. When you place your finger on the sensor, it measures how much current is absorbed, creating a map of your fingerprint. Optical sensors, on the other hand, use light to capture an image of the fingerprint, similar to taking a photograph. Ultrasonic sensors, the most advanced of the three, use high-frequency sound waves to create a detailed 3D image of the fingerprint surface. Once a fingerprint is captured, it is compared against stored data to verify identity. This technology has revolutionized security, making authentication more secure and convenient. Despite their small size, fingerprint sensors represent a blend of intricate engineering and cutting-edge technology, ensuring that a simple touch can unlock a world of possibilities. That wraps up our journey through these captivating curiosities. Which one blew your mind the most? Did you already know any of these fun facts, or did you learn something new today? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more surprising facts from around the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Let Me Share a Fun Fact.